Welcome back out to the shop. Well, the shed behind the shop, really. My name is Mark. This is the Malarkey Taylor channel, and today I'm following up on a thing that I posted about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't really remember. My air compressor died, wouldn't start. I tried taking the load off the motor. The motor would run when there was nothing connected to it, but as soon as you put load on it, it wouldn't run. I thought the switch might have been bad, but I ended up cleaning that and it worked fine. So I took the capacitors off of the motor. That's where we are now. I did also drain the oil out of it. That oil was changed not too terribly long ago. It's in really good shape. Obviously there's no oil in it now. The thing spins. It can't spin too freely because it's got a pressurized air in there. So I think the pump is okay, especially given that there's no signs of any issues in the oil. There's a starting capacitor and then there's a running capacitor. And I think we have a bad starting capacitor, so we're gonna go check that out right now. These are the two nubs that are on top of that motor normally, and inside of them are capacitors. This one's the running capacitor, this one's the starting capacitor. I don't have a tester that has the ability to test capacitors. This has a resistance meter, but it doesn't have a capacitance meter. I did take these two over to a friend's house who has one that works. We tested them, and this one came back with the correct settings. This one did not. However, I mistakenly and unknowingly left the drain resistor on it. So I don't know for sure if this is dead or not, but because it said that it was dead on the tester, I ordered it, and then we were talking later and we realized, hey, we never took that off, and maybe that was causing this to test poorly artificially. But in the meantime, I had ordered a replacement one, which is right here. So the replacement one also does not have the resistor on it. Ooh, they look similar, but they're not the same size. I'm gonna have to use some glue in there. Okay, so 233 to 280 microfarads. 220 to 250 volt AC. So all these numbers on here are the same. This one being a cheap China capacitor, this one being a cheap Mexico capacitor. I think this one's probably more quality than this one, but we'll see how long we get. This was cheap. All right, so what we're gonna do to test this is, first things first, I'm gonna drain it. So just jumper the things. Now you can test using a resistance meter. It's not as accurate as a capacitance meter, but this will tell us if they're the same. So this one we think is good, and if we measure it, it starts counting up to 0. So if you take it off and put it back on there, it counts up to 0. So if I drain that, just watch me drain it. And then I put this on here, you should see the numbers start to count up. And then bloop. So that means that is working, and then I drain it. And I do that again. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So anyway, this one, the old one, does not do that. Just kind of jumps around, and it never gets to the end. So it just jumps around, jump around. Okay, so that's that one. Now this is the new one. Let's see if the new one does the same thing as the old one. Put this to there. It should count up and then go 0L. Boop, boop, boop. That one's working. So I think we have I'm pretty sure now that these don't measure the same, so therefore this one's good, this one's bad. So we're gonna swap that out and see if it works. Okay, I reinstalled the drain resistor. I don't know if I should have or not. A lot of the internet seems to think that that's not necessary anymore. However, my theory is by leaving the drain resistor on there, when the contactor releases in the centrifugal clutch, there won't be as much of a spark because this will drain it, so that the discharge of this is not going to cause an issue. So if the machine is running and then it turns off, and the centrifugal clutch moves from the running position to the start position, that there won't be any residual power in the start resistor that could cause that contact to arc and then burn out. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not, but let's put them back in there. And it's removable. I didn't solder it, so I don't even know if it's all that great a way to do it. We're going to put it back together and see if it works. We're back out here in the shed. The running one came off of this side, and the starting one came off of that side. Put this guy back together like Humpty Dumpty. So if you know anything about capacitors, they're measured in microfarets. So they're those little tiny little ferret looking animals. They have like kind of really microscopic sized ones, like micro-sized ones that run around in there, and they hold electricity. And then they carry it around. That's what you're measuring, the microfarets. Ha 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 ha. Ferret, I think, is what the word is for it. I don't know. I learned a lot on Google over the course of the last couple of weeks. Stuff that I kind of knew from stuff, but I kind of knew stuff from some of that, but like I don't retain that information. Once I get it working, I don't really remember what it was that made it work. But how do you measure how a capacitor works? You measure how many ferrets are in there. Farad, faradadil, bombadil. All right, why do you need to put all of these in, or are you just doing it because they're there? We'll find out here in a minute. We got help coming.
I guess.
What's up, buddy?
Came out because Mom wanted me to make sure you didn't electrocute yourself.
Because Mom wanted to make sure I didn't electrocute myself.
Well, that's at least what she said.
You hear this, Joker? Well, this is the running capacitor, so we put that one back on first. Now the start capacitor didn't quite fit in the new one didn't quite fit, so I wrapped this rubber stuff around it.
It should fit now.
So it should hopefully fit now. The trick is going to be making sure that it doesn't vibrate around in there, and then contact the sides of the thing. Oh, I did that backwards. I should have put the close one on first. I might need those pliers, those needle nose, but you go. Come on, get. Forget it. We're gonna try it without that. There we go. Now we should hopefully be able to put this guy on there and have it kind of hold in. Now if we can do that and have it go back in the spot, yeah, heck yeah. Where'd the screwdriver go? There it is. Help me, help me. Thank you. All right, let's see here. So did Mom tell you that I made her watch me so that I didn't electrocute myself? Last time I was working on this?
Oh.
You didn't tell you that?
No.
Okay. Well, we've got to figure out oil, because there's no oil in this thing, and if I can't find the oil, I'm going to put that old stuff back in. Just got to get a filter and filter out any crap that might have been in it. Okay.
There's definitely no oil.
Yeah, I don't know who put those signs on there. I don't know.
It says it 4 times.
Well, it's really important to have oil in these. Otherwise you...
Melt down.
Yeah. It's just like a motor. This is 2 pistons in there. It's just like a car.
Except it doesn't combust.
That's right. It just compresses. Because this goal is to move air. A car, like an engine, is supposed to... It's an air pump, but it uses combustion, which is the rapid expansion of the gas when it is ignited. It uses that process to propel the the car or whatever the engine is attached to. But they're both essentially air pumps. Just one of them is pumping air, and the other one is using air that is artificially sort of expanded by the explosions. Okay, let's go look for oil and then see if we get this thing filled up and fired up. Here, hold this up here like this. I gotta put some thread locker on it now that we took that out and drained it. Not thread locker, this is thread tape. Out here. Alright, there we go. Alright, you can take that down. That oil was so clear, it's like I don't even mind putting it back in if I had to. So we'll see how much it takes. Boy, if it's not the right stuff, it's in the wrong jug.
Does it feel like water though?
I don't know, touch it, touch it. Feel like oil?
No, it does not feel like water.
Alright, so full sensitive non-air compressor oil, non-detergent. So it takes over a little over a quart, I think. Oh, that's about up to the top there. So I think we're in good shape.
So we can remove the no oil tape. Maybe.
Yeah, I think we can remove the no oil thing. I wonder how much oil it does take. Is it a quart? See here, lubricate 1 quart. Yep, okay. Well, that was it. Okay, lubricant. All right, let's put the plug back in. You can take those strips off. Now, all right. Now that it has oil, those are lying to us.
All 3 pieces of tape.
Okay. All 3 pieces of tape. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start it up without the pump connected. So we're just going to start the motor and see if it starts. And then, you want to be cameraman for a bit?
Might be a little shaky.
Shaky? Why?
I don't know.
There you go. All right, so we're going to plug this guy in. Alright, let's see if it runs without any compressor attached. Oh yeah, she runs. Well, that wasn't an issue. The issue was, does it run? Well, it's attached to the belt. I'm going to get the wrench and tighten it, so you can pause that. Alright. Now, pull it into that. And then tighten this down. Tighten it down. Alright. Now, moment of truth. Will it make compressor noises?
Yes, it makes compressor noises.
Makes compressor noises.
And it sounds like it's leaking.
Well, I have the system all open so that we could run it. So next thing, I'm going to get the number off that belt because I'm going to order a new belt, and I need to line them up so that, because I took this apart, I need to line them up so that they'll be straight again. So rather than buying a $2,000 compressor, I can buy a $15 capacitor and live to fight another day. So we'll clean this mess up, move on to the next thing. Let's put some pressure in this thing now that we got that on there. The clear? Start to build pressure. Let's go, gotta go in the shop, see if there's something open in there. Any leaks?
Over here.
Nope.
I think.
Is that gauge turning up too? Should be building pressure in the whole system. Not that, yeah, that one would build it, and then over here. Yeah, we're building pressure in the whole system.
Sounds like it's leaking over here.
Leaking a little bit?
Sounds like it. Might not be, but.
Oh, that quick release down there has got some leak to it. You know, I think I got to take that out and put it on a different angle or something too. But,
Maybe.
okay. All right, we got air. Let's see. All right, let's go see if it's going to shut off for us properly.
Back into the noise.
Uh, 130 some pounds, 128 something. Is that about right? Yep. And we heard the blow off, so the release is working. All that might be a little warm now. But we're back in business. We are back with compressed air. So on to the next item on today's agenda, water balloon fights.
Hot water balloons.
Hot water balloons.
No, that's even worse. Yeah.
The next order of business is to see if we can figure out what the parasitic draw is on my dad's tractor. So this is I think it's a 1978 or 79, something along those lines. John Deere 950. It's got a Yanmar diesel in it. We added the 3-point backhoe and the snowplow / bulldozer front end. It has, for the entire time that we have had it, it has had a parasitic draw. It's always killed the batteries. And actually, the place that we got it from before, my dad got it from, they were the original owners, and they would always disconnect the battery because it had a parasitic draw when they had it. So I never looked at it. I never once. And my dad's had this thing for 25 years or 30 years, 25 or 28 years, something like that. And I have never looked at the electrical system. But it keeps killing the battery on me. And I realized that they thought that people were leaving the key on. And we always thought that because you have to turn it off using the lever. But then we thought, well, maybe people are leaving the key on. But I realized I'm super careful about taking the key out, and it's still killing the battery. And I was hooking it up the other day, and I saw sparks, and I was like, oh, well, there's some type of a draw when the key is off. So I don't know what it is. I'm gonna see if we can figure it out real quick. We can pull these fuses out one by one and see if we can narrow it down to a specific fuse. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's the rest of it. That's what I'm tinkering on for now, and then that'll probably make it for the day. But we'll see. It's nice when they have the handles. Well, definitely got a spark to it. I'm gonna connect that that one on there. So somewhere in there is a draw. But the first thing I'm going to check is I want to see if it's charging, because maybe it's the charging system. So I'm going to check the voltage before we start it, and then we're going to start it, and we're going to see what the voltage is when it's running. 12.93, 92, 91. Well, it's got quite a draw. Or that battery is junk. All right, 12.92, fire in the hole. Oh, fired up. Let's see what we got. 15.29. It's charging. So the charging system is definitely working. Turn the key off and see if that still works when the key is off. The charging system is what is causing this. Okay, that sort of makes sense. So it charges. The problem is the key is not turning it off. This key is used to start it, but when you turn the key off, it should turn off all the electrical, but it's still charging. So the good news is it's charging. So if we just create a battery disconnect switch, we don't have to find that draw. But maybe I can find one of these fuses that's causing it and then put a switch on the fuse. We'll figure it out. That's it. That's what a Saturday looks like for me. That's shop slog number 2. I don't know if these things are any fun or not. I got about 50 views on the last one, and we'll see. I think 50 is worth doing, right? All 50 of you are worth hanging out in the shop with. Or I'm doing this anyway. I might as well show you, right? So, but that's going to be it. I'm going to tinker on this for a couple more minutes and see if I can figure that out. But otherwise, that's it. Have a good night. We'll see you guys next time. The things you use air for. Thinking about doing an everything wrong with the Toro time cutter. Think that would be a good video? I think it would.